Okay, we're out here at Barry's You Pull It, and we scored us some LS heads. Sweet! Awesome. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, we out of here.
Okay, we're at our local U-Pull It. We're gonna get us a LS block.
We're here at Barry's You Pull It, and we're pulling this LS block out that we already took the heads out of, and we're gonna get her out.
This one here is something.
How do we get that thing?
We gotta go here.
Got the cherry picker coming down to pick this block up out of this car.
Push that side in first. We're gonna run you over, look out. Okay, well, we're over here. I can't believe that this duster is sitting here in a U-Pull It. And I need a drive shaft for the Bel Air. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out of here too. Okay, so we scored. We got the motor pulled out, got it loaded in the truck. That was the hard part. Come on, a little more, a little bit more. Okay, there she is. About the cheapest LS swap you can do. Just go to a junkyard and tear one down and go through it, hone it out, some new rings, some new bearings. I think it'll work. So let's get this unloaded. Okay, we've got the engine stand bolted up to it. Let's see if we can lift this dude up. Okay, let's see if we can get this on the stand. Got it where we want it. Okay, we're gonna have a problem with the knock sensors because they're pretty crusty and we got to get them out of there to get down in there and work on this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to blow all that junk out and see if we can get these unscrewed. Okay, I was able to beat a 13/16 12 point on there, and it's coming out. So that's one down. Oh, that one, no. After I got all the dirt out, there ain't one in there. Okay, so we can take this valley cover off. It's stuck. Those grommets are stuck. There it goes. All right. Well, it looks a lot better on the inside than it does on the out. Awesome. Okay. Turns over real easy by hand. I'm sure this is real high mileage and it's kind of broke in. And this is the 4.3 because it's got the flat top pistons. I actually like the 4.3 better because it's got a little more compression, and they got a little bit of pep to them. I've driven a lot of trucks with these. They'll get up and go. So I think this will be a nice little build. Alright, it's the next day and I'm going to start tearing down this little LS motor. And first thing I want to do is get the balancer off. That way we can get the front cover off. And proceed to pull out pistons. So we're going to go ahead and get going on that. I'm going to see if my impact is going to knock loose this balance bolt. Well, that sucker's tight. I'm going to have to figure something out on it. Was going in reverse, so let's hit it again. I think I saw it move a little bit. Maybe not. Yeah, I did see it move. All right. So got this balancer puller from AutoZone, and it fits all the newer motors with without no holes in the balancer, and seems to work pretty good. I've used it a couple times. Let's see if we can get this to work. Without that, it's a real pain in the butt trying to get these off, but with it, makes it easy. Okay, let's go ahead and get this timing cover off of here. Okay, got the cover off. Now we need to get this oil pump off. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull this apart and see if it's any good. Okay, get this cam sprocket off. Alright. I think now we need to get the back cover off. That will allow us to pull the crank out once we get all the pistons out. Okay, I got these little low profile sockets that you put in a ratchet wrench because it's about the only thing that'll fit in there. Go ahead and get the ones that are too close to the engine stand. Put this one down here. Okay, I think I can get the rest of them with the electric ratchet. Whoops. Okay, well, it's off of there. Okay, it's the next day, and I stopped doing my teardown because went to go get a number punch. Not so much to put them back in the same holes, but to get the chamfer right. So the piston's got a dot on them, so we know that's the front. So I got this little stamp kit. I had to run over to Harbor Freight to get it, and I finally rounded up all the numbers. They had them mixed up. I figured the numbers would be in a row, but we've got our stamp kit now. But meanwhile, while I was waiting, these heads we went and got last weekend. So I'm getting them cleaned up, tore down, and putting the valves in a little drill press and getting them cleaned up. And I want to go ahead and probably get these surfaced because this has got a little belly in it. Stuck a straight edge on there. We got about 2 thousandths on this one. So, you know, we just don't want to have any head gasket problems. So we'll run it to machine shop and have them shave them down. But meanwhile, I was testing out my $30 starter from the U-Pullet, and it was kind of a risky buy, but I checked it out. It was kind of stuck, but I freed it up. Let's see. We got. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on full. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Okay, it goes round and round. But yeah, we'll see how it does under load. So now that I got my number punch, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling out these pistons. Okay, got all my punches in a row, and that looks like a 1. We can get this one stamped. Well, yeah, I guess we can read that. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of these numbered and we'll move on to tearing it down. Okay, I guess now we're going to find out why this motor was in a junkyard. Well, almost looks like brand new bearings. Wow. Well, let's pull the piston out. We're gonna have to go this other way. Bolt ain't tight enough. Let's see if we can push it out. Well, maybe we can just keep going around. There we go. Oh, my hammer don't fit. I'm gonna have to find something a little smaller to push that on through. Okay, got a skinnier hammer handle. Let's see if we can. Alright. Well, got a little bit of scarring on the skirts. Not terrible, but kind of looks like it got hot or starved from oil. You know, we'll see how it cleans up. Okay, I got all 8 pistons out and all the bearings look good and they are standard, all of them. It's just bizarre that this is in such good shape, and you know it's got a lot of miles on it. Came out of a 04 Silverado, and it's 21 years old. Had to have gone a lot of miles. So, and the main bearings have got to be good, because I can spin the crank and it coasts. It just spins over so easy. So I'm gonna see what it takes to clean up those pistons. Being that this is a budget build, we're just gonna hone it and put some rings on it, and probably come back later on and pull the crank out of this. So I'm gonna see what it takes to get these cleaned up. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get some of this loose, flaky stuff off, and whatever won't come off with this, I'm gonna use a big wire wheel, because this is a junkyard build. So if it bothers you, well, I guess, you know, if you're doing your own, you can spend a whole lot to get new pistons and send it to a machine shop. I've done that many times, but it just seems more fun if you do it on a budget, just to see if it runs halfway decent. So I think we'll kind of blow this down, dry it off a little bit, and put the wire wheel to it. Okay, if this bothers you, just look away. I mean, we're going to take the wire wheel to it. I think I'm low on battery. Would you look at that? It's like brand new. Well, kind of. We're gonna have to get down in here and clean out the ring groups, but I think she'll run like that. A little more cleaning up in there, but I like it. Okay, we've got 8 brand new Craigslist Pistons. Okay, so they're not brand new, but good enough for a junkyard build. So I think we're gonna go on eBay and order a re-ring and bearing kit, and once we get the block cleaned up, we can throw this back together. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this timing cover. This is the before, and I'll show you the after. Okay, there's the after. It's amazing what you can do with a wire wheel and a little bit of scrubbing. It came out real clean. So when we get our gasket set, we put our seal in there, get that all bolted down, it's ready to paint. Okay, I had gotten these heads off a couple of weeks ago before we went to get the engine block, and I've been doing some cleaning on them. I've got a little more ways to go, but before I do the final cleaning, I want to go ahead and lap the valves. I got them all pulled out here, and I was just going to go down the row and lap them in. None of them are really bad. All the seats look good. There's a little bit of pitting on the exhaust, but I think I can work that out. So I'm going to go ahead and start lapping away. Okay, we're going to use the old drill method and just try to get a little bit on there. I know it's going to sling it everywhere, so You're gonna have to go real slow starting out. Get it spread out, make sure it's on the actual seat surface. Yeah, that's why I didn't finish cleaning them, because you got to get all this grit out of there. This will tell you if anything's warped or pitted really bad. So just keep at this, see how it turns out. Okay, yeah, these valves are in pretty good shape. We got an even pattern all the way around on the valve and all the way around on the seat. Didn't take very much at all. So I'll move on down through these and see how many I can get done. Okay, I got this head pretty well cleaned up. I'm going to do a little more cleaning on it, but all of the valve seats turned out really good, the valves. So now I'm getting this one tore down. You can tell that one needs a lot more cleaning. And I'm sticking the valves in a little drill press and running some sandpaper to clean them off really good. I got them all organized down there so they go back in the same holes. And hopefully the valves will be as good in this head as they were in that one. So I'm going to go ahead and get these valves cleaned up. Okay, all it takes is a drill or a drill press and some sandpaper, and you can get them pretty clean. Okay, came out fairly clean. So now we can go on to our next ones and finish them up. Okay, got all my valves fairly well cleaned up. I still got to lap them for this head. And I've been doing a little cleaning. This multi-purpose cleaner and these little brushes, they'll get down in there. I did that on the other head. I already just sprayed some in there and let it set, and it's already starting to eat away a lot of that, and all that yellowish tarnish, you just spray it on, it'll eat it up. Like up in here, that was all yellowish brown, and it's coming out pretty clean. So a little more cleaning, lap the valves on this one. I'm gonna the only machining I'm gonna have done is surface these heads. I can fit like a 2 or 3 thousandths feeler gauge in the middle one on both of them. They're just a little bit warped-y, so we don't want to go to all this trouble and have it blow out a head gasket. So got some parts on order, and this is pretty much going to be an eBay special. So I'm going to check and see the status on those, and once that comes in, we might even be able to start putting some of this stuff back together. Okay, I ordered this oil pan set. It comes with the windage tray, the pickup tube, the gasket, and even the dipstick. That's $128 with taxes. Got a set of lifters, $73, and a gasket set, $59, and rings and bearings, $77.24, and set of head bolts, $37 and some change. So also gonna order a melting oil pump. I found one for $33. They want $120 at the auto parts store, and they both say melting, so I'm gonna go with one that's $90 cheaper. So I think this is where I'm gonna end this video until all these parts come in, and we'll pick it up from there. So we appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you in part 2.